Hello, my name is Michelle DeFreece, and this is week 2 of Classroom Management, and I'm going to talk to you about a research project that I'm working on, and it is about Fritz Redl and William Wattenberg and their theory of group dynamics. Fritz and William were about the first to bring forth the theory of how group dynamics affect education. Their book, Mental Hygiene and Teaching, which was written in 1959, was really the first to bring forth their theory about group dynamics and suggestions designed to help teachers understand and deal with misbehavior in the classroom. Now, while that book was written in 1959, it is still thought to be very relevant for teachers today. According to a presentation from UWSP, the big idea of the theory of group dynamics is that peer pressure has a powerful role in the classroom. They summarize that individuals can affect group behavior just as group behavior can affect individuals. Therefore, students who model appropriate behavior often influence other students to do likewise, and vice versa. So one of the things to look at today is a catchphrase, and the catchphrase I'm going to be sharing today is, "Where are we even going?" And it goes along with a cartoon that shows a herd of sheep asking that question. Another thing I saw in the research of this is a video about Redl and Wattenberg, and it talks about misbehaviors can be contagious within group dynamics. Doctoral candidate Janet Cowherd identifies a key idea of their model as 7 items. The first 4 are people behave differently in groups than they do as individuals. Groups create their own standards of behavior. Classroom behavior is influenced by how students perceive the teacher. And dealing with classroom behavior requires constant diagnostic review by the teacher. The other 3 are ideas about group control. Redl and Wattenberg described the classroom as thus: teachers either with deliberate forethought and intuitive skill or by unthinking actions affect the context which molds group life in the room. So this leads me to correlate group dynamics with the mob mentality or the herd mentality, also called the group mentality, and that the group will act together in ways it might not alone. So Redl and Wattenberg identified 4 rules that the students take in a classroom, and that's leaders, clowns, fall guys, and instigators. So the first follower is actually part of the leadership, and they transform a lone nut, who's the first to put out an idea, into the leadership. Now, there's a great video on YouTube, First Follower, Leadership Lessons from a Dancing Guy, and I'll give you the link for that. It's a great lesson in leadership and in dynamics. The first follower transforms a lone nut into a leader. As more people join in, it is no longer a risky activity. If they're on the fence before, trying to figure out whether or not they want to join in the activity, there's no reason to join now once there's the first few people who've joined in the activity. They won't be ridiculed, they won't stand out, and they will be part of the in crowd. So basically, there is no movement without the first follower. So while this video is about leadership, it also has a powerful message about group dynamics with insights in avoidance of mob mentality. The statement, "There's no movement without the first follower," expands on the idea affecting group behavior by early intervention, meaning catch a hold of the attention of the misbehaving student early and put a stop to it before it becomes a group effort. So using Redl and Wattenberg's theory of group dynamics with the understanding that early detection and intervention can quell the first follower and squash the movement, we also see how it interrelates to Wong's Unit B culminating activity. So they suggest early intervention in behaviors and cultivating leaders to act in a responsible manner, which can then be emulated by others. So Wong's shows that as an effective teacher, giving students a respectful, organized, and effective lesson helps the students to focus, learn, grow, and model good behaviors. Thus, the group dynamic becomes a positive one rather than a mob mentality, and the herd then does know where they are going.